Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! Seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead! Behind the screen, Harper got a piece of it, it comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship. Tying run at second, 2 out, Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it, and to the middle of the 15, to the 20, breaks free of the 25, to the 30, to the outside, 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the post, 20, 15, Hester 5.
For the 3rd time in 6 seasons, it's one goal team. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it toward Rizzo. It's in time, and the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, what? Come on, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. Simple. But wait, there's more. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real, come on, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it. That'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, you can also tweet the show. Tweet at Sports Zone Shy, that's CHI, at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. Want to know what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I made it nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at The Shawn Sierra. Man, we got a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, leave a question or comment there. It'll come up here in the thread. We'll put it up on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show. And that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around. And that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. Like The Rock said, baby, don't sing it, just bring it. Man, let's see what's going on in the chat. Levette Lee's checking in early. She said, Happy House Music Monday, y'all. Levette Lee's checking in. What's up, Mama? Stop this nonsense. And then she goes and ruins it with this craziness. What? Come on, stop. Cornelius Squalls, what up, ShawnSierraSports fans? Just a turn if I did something. Fly the W. Stop it. Stop with the nonsense. All right, so show day is back. He said, top of the morning, y'all. I'm back from my Yellowstone vacation, ready for the first preseason game. Bear down. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yes. Mr. Shode is in the house. I like it a lot. My man Armando Emeterio Lara Jr. Jr.'s in the house. He's like, Shawn, what up? But Sean Wald, Mr. Southside in the house. What's up on a House Music Monday and FGB? That's what I'm talking about. FGB. Yes. King Booker World, what's up, Papa? I said salute everybody at Sean's. King Booker World, thanks for tuning in, Papa. I appreciate it, man. I really do. Let's check it in. Listen, I don't know a lot, but I do know this. More of the usual suspects will will chime in as the show goes on. That, my peoples, I can promise you. All right. We got a great show for you at 10 o'clock. My man, Damani Pugh, Lucky Lefty himself from the SmokeFellas is going to join us. We got a lot of Bears talk to go over with Damani, and it's going to be, we're going to go in depth. We're going to talk a lot, man. There's some good stuff going on. Yesterday was Fan Fest at Soldier Field. So everybody who got shut out of the tickets at Hallis Hall for training camp was able to go get their first look at the 2025 Chicago Bears on the lakefront and come up with their own opinions. King Booker World said offense started off slow and sloppy yesterday. Shut it out down, it's over. Levette Lee, she's chiming in FGB. Damn right. I'm going to talk about that, King Booker World. I'm going to talk about that. And I'm going to talk about that. All right. There were people. Here's why I know people are just too hyped, too thirsty. Anything that's said or done is exaggerated tenfold, maybe 100-fold with Bear fans. I've heard it's the same way with many fan bases across the country, but I don't know, nor do I care. I just worry about and I'm concerned with my fan base, with our fan base, with the Bears fan base. The amount of exaggeration and drama that goes along with anything good or bad is ridiculous. But they don't understand. Never underestimate the stupidity of masses. Never do that. Never, ever do that. Okay? You got to know what kind of coach Ben Johnson is. And once you understand it, you'll take all of his responses with a grain of salt. You'll understand why he's giving you the responses he's giving you. You know, Ben Johnson's old school. He's a young guy, but man, he's old school. Okay? He got an old soul in him. He's very competitive. And he seems to not have a care in the world when it comes to being critical of his players, which I'm okay with. Remember, a lot of the great coaches, well, all the great coaches back in the day were very critical of their star players. Their players in general, but especially their star players. The best case in point was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. Okay? And Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, regardless of the relationship, which we don't really know, some say it was rocky, some say it wasn't, whatever. Bill would always say everything was never good enough. He always said things were never good enough. No, we didn't do well. We didn't do this, didn't do that. And in his monotone voice, with his annoyed persona. And Ben Johnson doesn't have that persona, but he's along those lines of, yeah, we got to keep getting better. We got to keep getting better. He's not willing to hype praise on people on his team, especially not now when the work still needs to be done, when the foundation still needs to be laid. He's not going to be saying, oh, we're doing great. He's one of those guys who is afraid to heap praise on people because oftentimes when you heap praise on a person, the first thing they do is disappoint you. First thing they do, the next thing they do after you give them some praise is they screw up. So Belichick always had in his players' minds, I must get better. I must do better. It didn't matter that he won 6 Super Bowls in New England. It didn't matter. It doesn't matter. He wanted perfection and came so close. He wanted whatever they did. Oh, that was a terrible call. That was a terrible block. Oh, we can't keep tackling like that. We're going to get destroyed. And you build a sense of dependency or dependence on accolades. Okay? You want the acceptance of your head coach. And this is the type of guy Ben Johnson is. He's always going to point out the areas that need work. He's always going to point out the areas where they can improve. And that's okay. And that's okay. Because if that pushes you to strive to be better, and God bless it, keep doing it. I like it because no one ever gets complacent. No one. And in sports and in life, you cannot get complacent. So when people say it was sloppy, everyone's like, oh man, the Bears are sloppy. They're not going to get it. They're this, they're that. Stop it. Relax. Relax, you freaking psychos. You realize they're going against the same Bears team they've gone up against since the spring? You don't think they know shit? Defense knows our shit? Come on. Wait till we go with these joint practices. Wait till preseason comes. Wait till the regular season comes. Because remember, the Bears are going to have an advantage because not a lot of teams have seen this version of Ben Johnson's offense. They're going to have more success when they go to the joint practices, when they go into the preseason, in the beginning of the season, the regular season games. They're going to have some success. And things are going to get, from all appearances, it seems like things are going to get corrected quickly. And in no uncertain terms by this coaching staff. From the assistants up to Ben Johnson. The assistant coaches will handle it, and Ben Johnson will go over it, even though it's been gone over by the assistants, position coaches. But when he don't start saying, oh, well, the head coach said so. Stop. We've all played under coaches, baseball, football, basketball, hockey, that just kept wanting to get us better. The ones that just kept pointing out our flaws, kept pointing out our weaknesses, kept pointing out our areas of concern. We've all played for coaches like that. And we worked harder. That's what Ben's trying to do right now. I applaud him for it. All right? Nobody's getting too high on their high horse. Okay? Not Caleb Williams, not DJ Moore, not Montez Sweat. Okay? Nobody's getting too high, getting a little too big for the britches. No, nobody's doing that, which is great. Checking egos at the door. Going to do your job and do it well. Otherwise, you will be called out in film session. That is what I love. So you have to take what Ben Johnson says with a grain of salt. He's a very engaging coach. Easy to get caught up. He's a very likable guy. Easy to listen to, fun to listen to. But you have to take that with a grain of salt. This is his style of coaching. Okay? I know from Jump Street when he said, Caleb needs to get better. Caleb didn't get rid of the ball fast enough. Oh, Caleb hit a check down. No, that's on Caleb. He should have got rid of the ball sooner. I'm like, okay, this is what kind of coach he is. And that's okay. It's not a bad thing. I'm not downing it. I'm not shitting on it. No, I'm just saying that's the kind of coach he is. And you as a normal fan, as the average Joe, have to understand what type of coach he is and what he's doing to motivate his team and keep his team active and not get complacent. But anyway. White Sox yesterday going for the sweep. The White Sox have won 4 of their last 5 series. Have won 4 of the 5 series since the All-Star break. The only one they lost to was the Cubs. If it wasn't for 3 mental mistakes in that game, we would have won that series too. Going into the series, I believe the White Sox had scored the most runs since the All-Star break as well. This young team is looking good. Looking really good. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And the Cubs still struggling. Although I shouldn't say still. They took 2 out of 3. They're 2 games back in the division. Still need pitching help. Kyle Tucker needs to wake up, get out of his funk. But it's part of baseball, ebbs and flows. So I'm telling you, Cub fans, relax. Kyle Tucker's not going to be in this funk the rest of the season. That, my people, is I can promise you. He's not going to stay in this funk. There's going to be some time. He's going to come out of it. When I don't know. Could be a week. Could be this week. 2 weeks. 3 weeks. But he's going to come out of it. In the first 2 months of the season, he had 12 homers. In the last 2 months, he's only hit 6. Maybe the next 2 months, August and September, he'll go back to 12 to 15 homers. Who knows? But I'll tell you what, he's not going to stay in this funk all year, the remainder of this year. He's not. So we'll see. So hang in there, Cub fans. Just hope you don't fall too many games back. You're 2 behind Milwaukee. Just hang in there. You need some good pitching performances. Michael Scarola. No, what's his name? White Sox former pitcher. Soroka. It's like Michael Soroka is on the bump for you guys today. So see what he does. And I don't expect he's not going to be the end all be all the end of your pitching problems. No. He's going to be an innings eater. And you'll be surprised what happens at a change of scenery. Okay? You got to remember. I was listening to David Hall, and he was talking about back in '84 when the Cubs traded for Rick Sutcliffe. I think he was below 500 at the time. Okay? Jake Arrieta. Jake Arrieta was a throw-in. He was a throw-in. And look what he did. For 2 seasons, the end of 15 and the beginning of 2016, he was untouchable. Probably the best or greatest stretch of pitching I've seen in my lifetime. He was untouchable. In that 1 year, the end of 15, the first half of 16, untouchable. Now, don't get me wrong, there are other pitchers who are better, who went on to have longer careers, but I'm saying that 1 year, wow. Wow, wow, wow. So a change of scenery can do you well. So Michael Soroka, hope you didn't sell your Chicago apartment or house. You probably did. But he's back in a city that he loves, just on the wrong side of it. I mean, the other side of it. And see how well a change of scenery does. See how well run support benefits him. So tell you, it's something when you pitch well and you don't get run support. Woo. Believe you me, that is frustrating as all get out. Pitchers are never going to say it. They're not going to throw. They don't want to throw their team under the bus. It's always nice when your team scores 5, 6, 7 runs in your appearance. One of our training camp ticket cannot make it. Do you want the ticket? Oh, nice. Sure. Do you have any more tickets? Because remember, I was on the air when the tickets went live, and man, I was trying to get them, and Shorty's making fun of me. You're not going to get the tickets, Shawn. I'm like, I was trying. I had the show to do. Okay. If anyone else has any training camp tickets, let me know. I would love to be able to get to go up to Hallis and watch our boys. But yeah, baseball's looking good. Oh, so we did a drawing for it last week. Now the winner cannot make it. Oh, okay. That's cool. The Chicago Sky, we're going to talk about them. Oh, my goodness. They need help. They are in a bad position. Injuries are plaguing this team big time. Angel Reese didn't play last night. Obviously, if you remember Courtney Vandersloot, she tore her ACL. She's out for the season. They're in a funk. A funk. They've lost 8 in a row. And, I mean, it's frustrating. And Michaela Onwanieri talking about the will to win isn't there right now. The will to win. Man, those girls need to step it up. They need to turn it around. Hopefully tomorrow. Is their next game tomorrow? Let's see. But their next game, they need. Yes, tomorrow they host Washington. It is really, really frustrating to watch those girls play because you see spurts, you see different times of the game where they play very, very well. Ball movement, passing, shooting, rebounding, defense. You see it happen in spurts. But it needs to be more consistent. That is a problem. I didn't want to say this, but I feel they're going to break up the Twin Towers, Camila Cardoso and Angel Reese. I don't think they're getting rid of Angel Reese. And it's I wouldn't say it's early. You've seen this, although Camila Cardoso has played much better recently, coming back, getting a lot more rebounds, being a little more active ever since she came back from playing with the Brazilian national team. But this team just isn't built. They don't feed her enough. And she's not active enough in my eyes. Like, I need you moving people out of the way. I need you getting that footwork in, sliding. You're strong as all get out. You're 6'7". You got your bottom heavy, big thighs, big ass, big legs. You can move people out of that box. Just get underneath and move them. We need more rebounds out of you. We need more intimidation out of you, Camila. We need more points out of you, Camila. Well, listen, we're going to take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, we will get to our top of the morning topics. Okay? We will. That, I promise. All right? But stay here. Stay tuned. On the other side of the break, we're going to get back to our first segment, top of the morning topics. So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago.
operator 901. Where's the emergency?
127 Brymere.
Okay, what's going on there?
I'd like to order a pizza for delivery.
Ma'am, you've reached 911. This is an emergency line.
Large with half pepperoni, half mushroom.
You know you've called 911. This is an emergency
Do you
line.
know how long it'll be?
Okay, ma'am, is everything okay over there? Do you have an emergency or not?
Yes.
And you're unable to talk because...
Right.
Is there someone in the room with you? Just say yes or no.
Yes.
Okay, it looks like I have an officer about a mile from your location. Are there any weapons in your house?
No.
Can you stay on the phone with me?
No. See you soon. Thank you.
Every day, we take steps to keep the people we love safe, but some health risks are easy to miss. Ticks hiding in the yard can spread germs, like the ones that cause Lyme disease. Mice searching for food can spread bacteria that makes us sick. Mosquitoes lay eggs in standing water and can spread West Nile virus and more. Cockroaches are drawn to water in the home, leaving behind allergens that can trigger asthma attacks. Common pests can threaten our health. Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
When I'm flying, I put my helmet on, my visor down, my mask up. You don't know who I am. Whether I'm African American, Asian American, Hispanic, white, male or female. You just know I'm an American airman kicking your butt. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
No, I don't know though. I'm scared. I mean, you're so...
Do you know that you're in my lane? No, not at all. Are you not paying attention? Are you texting? I was just checking in with my mom. I was telling her that I thought we'd be home by 6. It's okay. There's enough time. Just pay attention. I'm not even halfway through my text. There's no way. I'm not even going to look up. My babies are in the car. You have to pay attention. It's just supposed to be a quick text. I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to ShawnSierraSports on Chicago. Sorry. Oh, what is all this about? Crazy. Ay. Crazy. Thank you. It was going a little crazy. Yeah, welcome back. Let's see. King Book say, you done pissed my boy off, my boy Shawn off, Camilla. We're gonna have to divorce soon. She's got to get more aggressive, man. She does. She's 6'7". Imagine if she got aggressive and jumped a little more. You know, give me a little more vert on your rebounds and stuff. Get a little nasty. But anyway, guys, you know how we do the first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Let's see, which way do we go? Which way do we go? Right here, the first top of the morning, top of the Cubs. Cubs beat the Orioles yesterday 5-3 on a walk-off by Justin Turner Jr. Mondo! Colin Ray got the start. He got a no decision. He went 4 2/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 free pass, 4 punch-outs. Seiya Suzuki 2 for 4 with an RBI, his 82nd of the year. Ian Happ 1 for 4, driving in his 53rd run of the year. And Justin Turner 1 for 1 in a pinch hit roll. Hit a home run, his 3rd of the year, driving in his 14th and 15th runs, walking the game off for the Cubs with a 5-3 win. The Cubs win the series, take the series 2-1. And this Cub fans, what Milwaukee did, it's not good. They're going to come back to the means. Okay. You continue to take series 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2 games to 1, 2 games to 1, 2 games to 1. Trust me, Milwaukee will stumble. They're playing good baseball. They're a hot team right now, but that's going to cool off. No one stays hot all year long. Just doesn't happen. It's too long a season, too many factors, injuries, slumps. Don't worry. You guys are going to be just fine. Stay close like they stayed close to you guys when you guys were hot. You need to do the same for them. Moving on to the next top of the morning topic, the Cubs. The Cubs welcome the Cincinnati Reds to the friendly confines for 3 games. The first pitch tonight is at 7:05 p.m. Central. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. Probables for tonight's game for Cincinnati, Nick Lodolo. He's 8-6 with a 3.09 ERA going up against Michael Soroka, newly acquired Michael Soroka. For the Cubs, he's 3-8 with a 4.87 ERA. Check the chat. What are we talking about? Bellissimo checking in from across the pond. Hey, Papa, how are you? Thank you for tuning in, man. He said it's nearly time to not bother about baseball for 4 months again. Football is back, baby. Definitely coming in hot. King Booger says, you know it's Bear season when Bellissimo blesses the chat. Yep. And he's fired up, baby. He is fired up. But keeping it moving, the next top of the morning topic, the good guys. Speaking of walk-offs, the good guys falls to the Angels 8-5. Oh, we had it. We had it. We had it. And we were up 5-0. The White Sox fall to the Angels 8-5. As I said, Sean Burke got the start. Got a no decision. He went 5 innings, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 punch-outs. Man, Colson Montgomery continues his hot streak. He's 2 for 4 with a home run, his 7th of the season, driving in 4 RBIs on the day. It's a nice day at the office, young man. Lewis Robert was 2 for 4, driving in his 45th RBI of the season. Brooks Baldwin was 3 for 4 with a double, his 9th. Unfortunately, in the ninth, Sox reliever Tyler Alexander gave up the walk-off to Taylor Ward with a 3-run homer, which provided the final score of 8-5. The White Sox were going on. They were going for the sweep. They won the first 2 games of the series, and I was ecstatic about it. Now, here's the thing that they're going to have to start getting better at. They have to learn how to close out series like that. And it's going to take time. They're young. Okay? But they're going to have to learn how to start closing out series. If you split the first 2 games, great. Go get the last one. If you win the first 2 games, you have to come out and with guns a-blazing. And you did. 5-0. Put up a 5 spot. But the bullpen couldn't hold it. Keep moving. The White Sox have won 4 of the last 5 series since the All-Star break. The only series they lost was the Cubs. That was it. It's the only series they lost. And like I said earlier, if they had 3 mental mistakes in that Sunday game, it's a different ball game. Sox win that one, and they take that series as well. But Nemo, though, they didn't. So they didn't. Okay, this is morning, Theo Shawn. What up? What up? Jeremiah, good morning, mijo. Whew. Good morning. Good morning, buddy. Yeah. So frustrating. But you have to understand this is to be expected. When you're dealing with a team like this, a lot of youngsters, a lot of rookies are playing. A lot of rookies. If you're not, and some of the youngsters who aren't rookies are guys who really haven't had much time. So you're dealing with a lot of inexperience at the show. A lot of inexperience, and it's showing. They're going to learn. These lessons that they're getting are valuable learning pieces. Valuable. And it's going to come a point in time where they're going to start turning it around. You saw the other day, there was a, who were they playing? It's the last, I don't think it was the Angels. There was a base hit. It was a runner on first and second. Base hit to right field. The runner on second hits third, coasts home because he knows he's going to get it. And the throw from the right fielder is a dart. The Sox are up 1 run. The throw to right field, the guy on first was going first to third. The guy on second tried it once he hit third base because he knew he'd be home. The ball wasn't coming home. It was going to third to get the runner going to third. The ball gets there on a rope. Caught, tags the runner at third. A split second before the runner was about to cross home plate. A split second. Great job by the umpire. He saw the play going to third. He watched it, saw the tag, then saw the guy cross the plate. He waved it off. The Sox kept the 1-run lead. Stuff like that would have happened to the White Sox for the last 6-8 years. That would have happened to us. We would have been a team trying to tie the game, get thrown out at third before the runner crosses home plate. That would have been us. That's the luck we've had for the last few seasons. But when it didn't happen like that, it happened when we did that to somebody. Now it's showing a reversal of fortune. That are good guys. Again, fundamentally sound baseball. Now, it wasn't very deep in the right field, which made it an easier throw for the right fielder. But if it was any deeper, you hit the cutoff man, and the cutoff man makes that throw. Because the ball wasn't hit very deep into right field, the right fielder was able to get it on a rope. Caught, tagged before the runner, and got it right before the runner crossed home plate. Saved a run. There's a lot of good things on the South Side happening. I was talking to some people at the Fiesta del Sol. No, this was the St. Procopius Fest on Saturday. They were talking shit about the big-time Cub fans. But let me tell you, the White Sox aren't going to the playoffs this year, but they're playing a lot more exciting baseball. Going into that game, the White Sox had won 41 games. with 53. Now there's 52. Maybe 51. We got a little more than 50 games left. And they've already tied their win total from last year. And I know Cub fans are like, 42, 41 wins. Okay, fine. We are where we are. We were where we were. However, this year, we have 53 games left. If we keep winning 2 out of 3, we keep taking series, guess what? We will hit that 70 mark. Probably 65. With 50 games to go. If it's 51, it'll be 13, be 17, be 34. No, we'd hit 70. We'd have about 65, 75 wins. From where we are at last year, with 41 wins, God forbid we sniff 70. If we get 71 wins and a 30-game improvement, that is amazing. That is amazing. In 1 year to jump up 30 wins, wow. Wow. I get it. We're not making the playoffs. We're not even sniffing a wild card. But what we're doing is we're laying the foundation for a team that's going to compete for a long time with these youngsters, the older they get. And I like it. Plan to go to the game on Sunday. Ozzie Guillen bobblehead day. So I'm excited to go see them play. I am. This is a team that's really grabbed my attention. I was not having any of that nonsense earlier. But these kids can play part 2. If you're old enough to remember part 1, you're old as hell. Bears. Oh, sorry. Next top of the morning topic is the sky fall to the Phoenix Mercury yesterday, 83-67 here on the south side in the South Loop. Michaela Onyenwere, she led the way with 13 points. Camila Cardoso, King Book of World, your future ex-wife, 12 points, 10 rebounds. Elizabeth Williams, 14 points, 15 rebounds in the loss. So Angel Reese did not play yesterday, so the girls were shorthanded in the show. But there was still too many turnovers, too many unforced errors, too many easy buckets they gave up. And you're just asking, like, man. So Angel Reese's back was hurt. Ariel Atkins, she was out again with a calf. They remain day-to-day. But then again, aren't we all? Aren't we all? Aren't we all day-to-day? Because this weekend was crazy, but also just knowing how life in general can get. Well, the next top of the morning topic. Bears held practice yesterday at Soldier Field for their annual Family Fest. Tickets were only $10. You got to get a good look, or a first look at the Chicago Bears in Soldier Field. As I said earlier, a lot of people who got shut out of the training camp tickets, which is why I love Bourbonnais. A lot of people got shut out of the training camp tickets, were able to get tickets for yesterday's event. It was a nice little crowd. Ben Johnson called it sloppy. Okay, and then people ran with it, like our media. They just ran with it. Like, don't you know? Like, can't you read people? Don't you understand? Like, how many people have you encountered in your life? And this is why I think it's important that you play sports, all right, when you cover a sports team. I think it's important to have a background knowledge of different types of people. You have to know how to read people. You can't just go by what people say. You can't just go by what people say. You have to understand what type of personality they have, the way they run, the way they coach, the way the players' personalities are, the coach's personality. You got to understand that. And for some reason, a lot of our people don't. And it's frustrating. It's real frustrating. But the Bears were there. There were some sloppy instances for the offense. There's some good instances for the offense. Like everyone acts like the Bears offense can't get a first down. But Realismo says, Shawn, I saw a 5-second clip where Caleb got frustrated because he didn't get the ball into the stationary net. He's so bad. Bears are cooked. He's a bust, etc. He's being facetious, of course, because that's what people will say. King Booker World said 26,000 plus yesterday. Yeah, a lot of people were down there because you care. You're vested in this team. Yeah, hold on. Let me check and see, Bear. He says, "Oh yeah, it's just practice." Let me see. I didn't, because now that we're charting practice statistics. Now that we're charting practice statistics, training camp statistics. Come on, people. We got to do better than that. We got to do better than that. Oh, here's what it says. The Bears return. This is according to Jason Leisure from the Chicago Sun. I can't speak today. Jason Leisure from the Chicago Sun-Times wrote, the Bears return to Soldier Field for the first time since last season and practice in front of 23,204 fans at Family Fest. Then he goes on to talk about the Harlington Heights thing and whatever. 23,200 people. That's a nice show. Verissimo. Packers had 60,000 at their Family Fest game, mostly because it was a Green Bay family reunion of all those interrelated. Yeah, all those inbred hillbillies up there. Tell them, King Booker World, defense gets paid too. And defense is always ahead of the offenses in the beginning of the season. Well, how many times I told you, there's only so many different ways a cover two is a cover two. You understand your responsibility. Cover three is a cover three. Like, the responsibilities are the same. Front four, get to the quarterback, stop the run. There's not a lot of different things that you have to worry about on that side of the ball. There's some nuances. But the defense is always going to be ahead. Cornelius said there would have been more people if there was no Lollapalooza. Yeah, let me tell you something. I saw a couple drone shots of Grant Park. Holy cow. It looked like a 1991-92 Bulls rally. Looked like a Bulls rally back in the day. It was insane. The amount of people. 60,000, 80,000. Let me see. What are they talking about? They're bringing about 400,000 people over the weekend. Wow. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter, Korn, ASAP Rocky. Man. Verissimo says, saw a lot of match coverage from press alignment on the defense yesterday. Looks like zone on motion initially. I saw a lot of levels, floods concept in our pass game. Who knew that it was who knew that it was competent play calling? King Booker World says, when the Bears take off, lots of writers going to have lots of free time. But you know these writers. Again, it just frustrates me when people start talking this nonsense about that. You know what I mean? Let it develop. Let it play out. Teams are still learning. You got a new staff. You have new terminology. Guys, it takes time. It's not going to look like a well-oiled machine. And I told you, it'll probably take until it's going to take 3 years for him to fully grasp and be masterful of this offense. He can run it efficiently. I think this year, by the end, after game 10, he'll be able to run it efficiently. I think next year, he'll be able to run it even better. And then 2027 is when he's going to have a full, total grasp of this offense. They still have DJ, they still have Rome, they still have Burden. Still have Loveland. All right, so he'll still have a lot of the people there. King Booker World. But yeah, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Our Bears are going to be good this year. Not great, good. Think they make the playoffs? Playoffs. I don't think they go much further than the divisional round. Now, if they get past the divisional round to the NFC championship game, then all bets are off. All bets are off. I don't think they'll get past the NFC championship game if everyone stays healthy on the opposing team. But hey, you can knock a quarterback out. Offensive lineman can roll up on his knee, tear a ligament. He's out. Bears go on, waltz to the Super Bowl. Possible, highly unlikely, but I think the Bears will make the playoffs. And all you're asking is for a chance. All you're asking is for a chance. Get into the postseason and go from there. But let's not put the cart before the horse. We still got some things to iron out, some things to tinker with. But I'm telling you now, they are going to be fine. My man Rick Gonzalez checking in. What's up, Papa? He says, hola, amigo, FGB. Hope your weekend was well, Shawn. It was. It was fun-filled. I'm telling you, make sure you follow me on Facebook. Rick, make sure you follow me on Facebook, Papa, King Booker World. I think you do, Shorty. If not, make sure you follow me. I'll tell you, man, this weekend was fun. Fun. Boat party on Saturday afternoon. Then I went to 2 festivals, the Fiesta del Sol, then the house music night at St. Procopius Fest. Ralphie the Raz Rosario was DJing, one of the Hot Mix 5. Dajé, the lady who sings You Got Me Up, she performed. Great time. Rick, great time. Thank you for asking. My MySpace is barely Simone. Hey, my MySpace is still up there. I got to check it out. I would love to see what I posted on MySpace years ago. I would love to see it. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we're going to welcome my man, Damani Pugh from the SmokeFellas. We got some Bears football to talk, so don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings. I have my dogs. They're the best. I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
It's a romance sport. What? It's a romance sport like that.
Your Marine Corps' way of life is to defend the American way of life. Every day, no matter where we serve, we take a stand for our nation, for each other, for us all. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Everybody in a work zone is someone's somebody.
This is my mom. She works for KDOT.
This is my dad.
This is my mom.
This is my daddy.
This is my sister.
This is my daddy.
This is my son, Scott. He was killed while working in a highway work zone. When you drive through a work zone, drive like a life depends on it. Because it does.
Welcome back to Shawn Sierra Sports on Sports Zone Chicago. Yeah, so Steve had a family situation, so Steve's not going to be with us today or tomorrow or Wednesday. So a couple of the usual bells and whistles that we have might not be. Might not be in the broadcast because, as I said, he had a family situation. And yeah. Waiting for my guy. Everything all right? Yeah, just hope everything's all right. You always just never know. We'll start talking Bears right here, and we'll wait for Damani to check in. As I said, I hope everything's all right with him. Brandon Shuts in the house. What's up, Papa? Good morning. Thank you for checking in with us. I appreciate it. Come on, stupid. one of the things that people are talking about now, first of all, we'll talk a little bit about Family Fest. Okay. I love that idea. I love it. Love the concept. I think it's great. You get your fans down there, Soldier Field. All right. And it's a great thing because Bear tickets are expensive. All right. Bear tickets are expensive. So here's a way for you to get down there and watch the Bears play at Soldier Field. Okay. Oh. It's good to get down there in Soldier Field and just experience it. It's a different feel. And it's not 60,000 because there's only 23. But being on the lakefront, watching your Bears play is a completely different experience. My man Ray is in there. Ray, what's up, Papa? How are you? glad you can tune in. Brandon says, football season is about to start. I'm excited. You and me both, man. And a whole bunch of Bear Nation is fired up as well. But it's a great experience for fans who can't afford regular season games. Those shits are expensive. Tickets are over $100. We're talking the 500 level where they have to, where I was, last year? Or 2 years ago. I went with my cousin, and he was in town. He bought some tickets. And we were way up. We were literally, they sat in the last row up against the wall. I sat down like 2 rows in front of them. That's how, and those tickets are $100. So it's expensive. And parking's a bitch. Parking's going to cost you $40, $50. So it's a great experience to go down there during Fan Fest. They have a lot of stuff obviously for the kids. Players do a great job of doing autographs and things like that because after a regular season game, you just want to go home, be with your family. But you know you're down there. It's a practice. Players hang around. They give away their gloves, their cleats, their sweaty headbands. Ray said they said it was going to be their best practice yet. They lied. How can you quantify that, though? How can you? My question is, how can people quantify it? And again, you got to remember what I said earlier. You got to remember what type of coach Ben Johnson is. He's always going to focus on areas of need. He's not going to toot anybody's horn. He doesn't want anyone to get complacent because you can't. You sucked last year. You're a 5-win team. You can't. There's no way you can get complacent about anything. And he's on them. So when he said it was sloppy, I'm telling you, watch when they go to team scrimmages with another team that they're going to play. Watch the preseason game. I'm telling you, it's going to be a much cleaner product. We've gone against the same defense for how many weeks now? How many months they've seen this in OTAs, in minicamp, in training camp? How many times they've seen it? But teams who haven't seen it yet are going to have a problem. Then they're going to catch up, and then that's when Ben Johnson adjusts. But I like the competitiveness on both sides. You saw the creativity of Ben Johnson yesterday with the tight end delay to Cole Kmet, who strolled into the end zone, being accompanied by Kyle Monangai. Escorted, I should say. Great play call. Has defense. But that's what happens when you run the ball. Remember, it was a play action fake. Got the linebackers up, allowed Cole from the right to go from the right side and come across the left, up the left sideline. They said, escorted by Kyle Monangai. Defense looked well. And then people people on social media like, oh, here Caleb almost threw a pick. He sucks. I'm like, look, I hate to break it to you, Big John 7493. All quarterbacks throw picks. All of them do. Hate to break that to you. But I liked what I saw. Yeah, Cornelius, that's what I was talking about. I said on that JP Richardson touchdown, the DB undercut the route and just missed an interception. He was running the route. Yeah, sometimes DB is good film study. If you watch some of the, well, they probably didn't have film study, but if you've seen the route concepts, you've seen, if you're a veteran or a KG vet, you get to understand route concepts. And when there's trips or there's two receivers on one side, a lot of combos are run. A lot of the same combos are run in different offenses. And if you feel you know it, sometimes the DB runs the route themselves and gets a pick. Or just misses a pick, as in this case. But I'll tell you what, it was fun seeing those guys. Like I said, the rookies. And I think this is why I like the things that Ben Johnson does. This is what happened. This is what Ben Johnson did. So they stay at the hotel right there right across the street from it's the Marriott, right across the street from the where does this guy play? Wintrust Arena. All right, that's where they stay for home games. Okay. So what Ben Johnson did in preparation for next week was he had them stay. They stayed at that hotel Friday night. So everyone drives in. They stay there and get used to the routine. Okay. I thought that was very smart. I thought it was a great idea. Get to the hotel, decompress, chill, get your meetings. All right, just relax. This is what you're going to be doing for a while. So next week, there's not going to be any confusion. Because sometimes I'm telling you, you think it's easy. You get a hotel room, you go there. It is so much. I'm telling you, from the times thinking back in college, you got to get the room. And then you have to you lay out your room, your space. You got to be ready for the meetings, for dinner. Sometimes you want to take a nap. All right. Make sure you set your alarm. All those things. It sounds simple, but sometimes it can be an issue. Ray says, have we seen any deep ball routes thrown by Caleb? Not really. And you know what, Ray? I don't really care about those, to be honest with you. And here's why. Those deep balls will come. Here's why I'm not worried about those deep balls. He's going to have to work on it. Don't get me wrong. And that will be a part of his offense, but he's not going to be, I don't believe he's going to be throwing deep balls for a while, at least until week 10. Don't get me wrong. He's going to take a shot in the game. You got to take a shot. But I mean, when we see he consistently throws a deep ball, it'll probably be after week 10. And here's why. The run game we have is incredible. It's going to be incredible. They're going to run the shit out of that ball. They're going to go for it on 3rd and short. They're going to go for it on 4th and short. They're going to pass. Sometimes it's not always going to be the run. Sometimes they're going to throw a quick slant. And when they get that short passing game down, it's going to open up everything behind it. So I feel that they're going to have Caleb work on the slants, the hitches, the 5 and outs, the 5 and ins, short routes, and get that short route game on automatic. So if you on fourth down, instead of running it, you feel comfortable passing it. And both quarterback and wide receiver are in sync. And when that happens, in addition to the run game, now here's where the double moves come. Now here, not even double moves. And here's where your route comes, and sometimes the DB's not looking at you because he thinks the ball's handed off. Oh, snap. So no, we haven't seen any, deep balls thrown by Caleb. That was one of his weaker areas, but again, I'm not worried about it. Let's get this down now. I'd rather have him get this short game down, get it stuck on automatic. Where's 4th and 2? We know we're going for. We know what we're going to do. We know we're going to get it. I wanted that automatic because that takes the wind. Those are body blows. 4th and 2. Your defense is about to come off the field. Oh, no, they're not. First down. When the Bears solidify that short passing game, the deep game, the intermediate and deep game is going to be wide open. Wide open. But I agree. It would be nice to see a nice long ball to Rome or DJ or Luther Burden. But I feel that's what they want to do. That's what they should do, in my opinion, for Caleb. And we'll see how Ben Johnson feels about it. So, I'm thinking about it, and I can't wait to see them, to watch practices, and because now they're hitting, and they went live yesterday. They went live a couple sessions. Inside drill, 9-on-7. That was amazing. I want to see physicality. I want to see the offensive line move people. I want to see our running backs not get touched for 2 or 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Rick says, we have no clue at the moment what our offense is going to be, and that's a good thing. You're right. But here's what his intentions are. Run the ball. Run the ball. We upgraded that offensive line, and we spent a pretty penny. I should say the Bears spent a pretty penny upgrading that offensive line. They better be running that ball. They're going to be running that ball, and everything else comes off it. The play action. That comes. The more successful you are running the ball, easier it is for the quarterback to throw. Look at Jared Goff. Now, we have no clue what they're going to be, but I'll tell you what the intent is going to be. And that intent is to run the ball down your God-blessed throat, right down your throat, right in your mouth. Right in your mouth. Remember, don't expect Caleb and his offense to be clicking on all cylinders to start the season. Don't expect these guys to act like they've been in this offense for 6 years. No, it's going to take time. And what you do is you add a little bit piece by piece. Piece by piece. Get very comfortable with this set of plays, this package. Then you can move on to it, add another package in there. So now as the year goes on and we keep adding different packages and formations, you're not giving, again, you don't eat a steak in one bite. You cut it in pieces. Let them get good at something, then move on to something else. And just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. And then now you call plays from each different package. 12 personnel, 13 personnel, 22 personnel, 21 personnel. You can call it. Call plays from those. And every week you add something on. You're professionals. You better remember. If I had high school kids who remembered every time when I was at Curie, our offensive coordinator was the head coach as well. And this guy was amazing. Amazing play caller. Our base play was inside zone. Mind you, we had a running back who was 6'1", 225, who ran about a 4.5, so that helped a little bit. But nonetheless, and he was a dog. And he was a dog. He'd run through you, he'd stiff arm you and run by you. But our base play, we could run inside zone out of anything. Anything. 11 personnel, 12 personnel, 22 personnel, 20, 32 or 23 personnel. It didn't matter. 13 personnel. It didn't matter. We can run inside zone out of anything. And that's where they're trying to get to. Different formations, and you can run your same basic plays. Cornelia says, the more Caleb is under center, the better. I hate it when Caleb is in shotgun. I do too, because it's the rhythm. It's easier with the rhythm and steps. 1, 2, 3, throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bounce, throw. As opposed to the shotgun snaps aren't the same at all times. Sometimes they're a little weak, or he might accidentally hit part of his leg and it floats back. Sometimes it's a little low, sometimes it's a little high. But Caleb being under center is a beautiful, beautiful thing. King Booker Will says, only stats I care about are wins and points per game. Yeah. Rick says, do you remember if Ben uses a fullback? I don't believe he does. He might use the H-back. Tight end, H-back. We need more Tom Rathmans type fullbacks. That's what we need. Like my guy Mark Micah. Big shout out to my guy Mark Micah, who's my fullback for my last 7 years of playing. We won 2 national championships and an additional bowl game. Found out Chris in the house. What's up, Papa? I said, good morning, fellas. Chris is in the house. Chris was down there yesterday. Oh, Lorenzo Neal. Rick, yes. Yes, another one. But there's a lot going into this. I'm still concerned about the left tackle position. I really am. Once that gets settled, I'll feel more at ease. Because if whoever it is, even if it's Ozzie, the rookie, he's got Joe Tooney next to him. Joe Tooney next to him. That will put you at ease. As an offensive line coach, as an offensive coordinator, a play caller, and Ben Johnson, and as a quarterback. To be able to help you out with certain calls, and then at some point you got to man up. You got to stop that rush end, probably their best defensive end in the opposing team. Chris says Montez Sweat took over yesterday, which is a very good thing. Yeah, Darnell Wright had a bad game, a bad practice. But you know what? That's what you want. You know why? Because he just got better. Here's where the old phrase, iron sharpens iron, comes into play. Darnell Wright's a pretty darn good right tackle. But guess what? Montez Sweat's a pretty darn good defensive end. And he got the best of them. He got the best of them. And I wouldn't say Darnell Wright's a top 10 tackle, but he's in the top half. I think I like Darnell Wright. And I like the fact that Montez Sweat was having a good day against him. I like that fact. Because Montez Sweat had a crap year last year. Horrible. God awful. Some reports came out that he was hurt. His knee, his hand, his wrist, something like that. So he looks to be completely healthy and healed. And if Montez Sweat can come back and act like the Montez Sweat that we got 2 years ago in the middle of the season from Washington, now we're cooking with gas. Because that's going to be one heck of a dude to try and stop every play. And let's not forget about Gervon Dexter. Let's not forget about Andrew Billings. Let's not forget about Grady Jarrett. It's crazy. Chris, exactly what I said, Chris. Exactly what I said. Chris says, I can't wait to see the team go against some other teams. Right now, the offense and defense know what each other is calling, especially the defense. You've seen the same plays. You have a good idea. Ray, the prognosticator, he says, well, their offense is 35 days to be good enough to whip JJ's ass on Monday night. I think the defense is going to have to, they'll get after him. I'm confident the defense can hold up. Bears 34, Vikings 10. Garbage time tutty by the Vikings. Okay. But listen, Ben can sit there and talk all he wants, and he has. What does he always say? He's right where I need him to be. I'm talking about Caleb or the team, the offense. We're right where we need to be. He can talk about it sloppy. He can talk about that, but he'll also always say they're right where they need to be because he understands the progression. Progression improvement is not linear, and people can't understand that concept. When you're able to coach and you see the progress that he's made, you see the progress, the work he puts in behind the scenes, and then you see the progress he's made. You can say you can come out with the we're sloppy, blah 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 blah, but then in the same presser say, hey, I'm happy where we're at. We're right where we're supposed to be. I put a lot more stock into that than Chris says, I like what I saw from Roshan. Lovin's going to be real good. Luther and the cat we got from Washington are going to be a problem. You talking about Roland Dunze from Washington? Because let me tell you what Caleb has at his disposal. In 2023, the leader in NCAA Division I in yards receiving was Roma Dunze. Most yards receiving in 2023. Number one, numero uno. In 2024, the NCAA leader in yards after catch was Luther Burden. So they got the guy who led the NCAA in yards after catch last season, and then 2 seasons ago, the guy who led all of NCAA receivers in yards. Oh, yeah, by the way, you got a guy named DJ Moore as well. He's got a lot of nice weapons. So here's where I talk about, Ray, the short game. You don't need the big game. You don't need the deep pass. You got guys who can run after the catch. And you saw how Luther Burden's a 4.5 guy. 4.4, high 4.4s, low 4.5. He can go. He can scoop. As evidenced by him leading the nation in yards after catch. Now, if he does the same thing here, Caleb isn't going to have to throw the ball 30, 40 yards downfield. Get it to him on slant. Get it to him on a deep end. Get it to him on an out route. You get it to the playmakers. They make the plays. They run after the catch. Guess what? You still get credit for the yards, Caleb. And Rick Gonzalez put it perfectly. Swift in the open field is a problem as well. Yes. Okay, you said Luther Burden ran a 4.41. Woo! He's a low 4.4. Oh, he can go. That's why he led the nation in yards after catch. And I'll tell you, there's one thing that I like about Luther Burden. One thing I really, really like. He's got that dog in him. He's got that dog in him. He wants to be great. He wants to be the number one receiver. He wants it. That's the important thing. Do you want it? Are you going to do whatever's necessary? Luther Burden looks like the kind of guy who could surprise a lot of people. He wants to be great. And here's the awesome part. You can't double team him. This is why I think he can have a breakout season this year. You cannot double team him. That means you're not double teaming Rome. That means you're definitely not double teaming DJ. How many people can you double team? How many receivers can you double team? One. And that is what I love. The fact that Luther Burden, with his 4.41 speed, his stopping and starting ability, is second to none. Second to none. You just can't leave him covered in man. One guy can't do it. Can't do it. Which is why I say he's primed to have a great, great season. Chris says he was the most double-teamed wideout in the SEC last year. Guess what? You ain't gonna see. Here's the great part. They're gonna double team. They're gonna double team a tight end before they double team you. You're gonna double team DJ Moore first. You ready? Then you go to Roma Dunze and probably maybe Cole Kmet before I even think about double teaming you, Luther Burden. And that's no disrespect. These guys have earned their reputation in the league. But that means you should eat, baby. You should eat big time. And this is what, and remember, he's pissed. Luther Burden's pissed. He's mad. He was a second-round pick. He had a first-round grade on him. Thought he was going in the first round and slipped to the second. Oh, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder. Playing with a chip on his shoulder, and I love it. Whatever you need to do to motivate yourself, you do. So that's why I'm looking at Luther Burden like, listen, Papa, the stage is set for you to come out and ball. All those double teams you saw last year? Nope. Now, mind you, you're going up against better competition. But let's be honest, how many good teams have a great nickelback? How many good teams have a great nickelback to cover a potentially number one receiver? Luther Burden could be a number one receiver. Probably a better 2, an excellent 3. But he's got first round talent in the slot position. How many cornerbacks how many teams have a cornerback who can cover a slot receiver well? Not everybody's like us and a Kyler Gordon. So it's an exciting time because you see the potential. Now they just got to click. And when we start playing other teams, we go to inter-squad practices, joint practices, you're going to see it. And watch how the media and other people are like, oh my God, the Bears offense is so great. This is because they haven't seen it before. Other teams haven't seen it. They're going to act like this was never said, like I never said it. I'm trying to tell you what's going to happen. When you practice against your same team for months, going back to OTAs and mini camp and out training camp, they get the vibe, they get the picture, they pick up hints. They're not stupid. When you don't know these guys, you don't know the route concepts, you don't know their patterns, their routines, it's going to be difficult. You got to play them honest. And that's where they're going to go off on people. That is where they're going to go off. I know I've been talking all offense, but let's talk about our defense. I love the rotation we have on our defensive line. Montez Sweat, Gervon Dexter, Andrew Billings, O'Day. You also have Dominic Robinson, who's apparently doing well. Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett alone. I was so happy to get him. He's that dude. He's that dog with that motor. That's the dude that he's the one you look up to. He's the one who the 10-year KG vet. Just watch him go about his business and do his work. If you're a youngster, watch him. Watch him. You'll find very few people better to watch than Grady Jarrett. Very few people better. And you youngsters, you Austin Bookers, you got him. Shamar Turner, I was excited to see him. But he's out. Like, man. I want to see Shamar Turner as he's being mentored by Grady Jarrett. Because they both have an attitude. They both play on an edge. And they both have a little asshole in them. Which I'm okay with. I am more than okay with it. You saw Shamar Turner punch the dude in the nuts because he blocked him too hard. But when he's back healthy, I cannot wait to see how well he does under the tutelage of Grady Jarrett. This linebacking core, it's got one question mark. That's Sam. Noah Sewell has been playing well in that spot. They got Ruben Hippolyte, who runs a 4-4. And if they're going to bring heat, he's going to be that dude. He's going to be that fast dude bringing that heat. I don't know about you, but I'm fired up, man. I am fired up. Because a week from yesterday, the first home game preseason, we get to see it. King Bookerwell, you and me both. King Bookerwell says, I can't wait to see Grady Jarrett, and Dex side by side. Man. King Bookerwell says, I want Ruben Pedialyte to start. It's Hippolyte, but I got you. Oh, man, that's classic. That's good shit. But these DBs, how do you guys feel? Coach Dennis Allen made it very clear that the number 2 quarterback position opposite Jalen Johnson is up for grabs. How do you feel about that? Terrell Smith gets a shot. And Mr. Church says hepatite, not hippolyte. Hepatite is a mineral too. That's funny. But the DB room, I'm liking. They've been talking about Jaquan Brisker bringing all the energy. They said the practice starts at 8:30. He's on the field at 8, dressed and ready to go. Bringing it. But the other linebackers, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, I want to see what kind of year TJ Edwards I hope he has a phenomenal year. They're trying to decide who's going to play the Sam, who's going to play the Will. King Booker Rose on. He's on one today. I'm going to retire calling him Pedialyte. He's now Ruben Electrolyte. Oh, man. But I'm liking this the second level, and as I said, the third level, the DBs. That one spot is open. Terrell Smith. It opens the door for you. He's another big physical corner who can cover. You know, I like Tyreek. I think they're trying to toughen him up mentally by saying, hey, the position's open. What are you going to do? Fight or flight? You can fight for your position, or you're going to run away. Like, they gave my job away. Fight for your position. NFL stands for not for long, and man, it's going to be a lot shorter if you don't fight, if you don't compete. That's what it's all about. Hell, it's life, competing. Chris says Allen was blitzing a lot yesterday too. I love it. I love to see it. I didn't see too much. I didn't see that too much from Eberflus. No, Eberflus wanted to get home with the front four. He never liked to blitz. Never liked to blitz. That was only in a blue moon when we're down, 5, and there's 3rd and 6 on their own 15 coming out. Then you see some heat. Maybe not even then. But that blitzing stuff, I'm telling you, it's good. I like it. You know what, King Booker World? For all your jokes today, this is I don't know what the heck happened there. But that sums it up. Seek and destroy. He wants to win. He wants to dictate what you do on the offensive side of the ball. Dennis Allen does, that is. And I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Don't let the offense dictate to you how you play your defense. You dictate to the offense how they're going to run their offense. Dennis Allen's doing a great job of it right now. I just think that there's a lot going for this team. A lot. And it stinks because we've said that the last couple of years. A lot going for this team. A lot going for this team. And last year was this coaching malpractice. This god-awful. So hopefully this new crew, this new coaching staff is able to put it together. because we have the talent. The talent is there. They just have to gain a chemistry. Gain that chemistry, being familiar who you're going to play alongside to my left, who's going to be on my right side. How do we act when we have to stunt? Do we have to twist offensive lineman? How do we have to act when we're pushing off a defensive lineman to run a stunt? So we got to switch. Or do we? Those are the things that get worked out in practice. Those little things. And again, take care of the little things. There are no big things. There are no big things. You know, I hope looking at King Booker Rose on fire. One of the issues I have is everyone's talking about the running back room. Excuse me. Chris, you're right. This has to be addressed. Like to see Caleb pull the ball down and run more instead of scrambling in the backfield. I agree. Run. I'm not asking you to be Justin Fields. I'm not asking you to be Lamar. I'm asking you to use your athleticism, get the first down, slide, move the chains, demoralize the defense, go down and score. That's what I'm asking. Caleb's got a lot of work to do. But from all reports, he's living up to the task. From all reports. We don't know. So, I don't know about you, but I'm fired up. I'm looking forward to it. Preseason starts on Sunday. Woo whoop. Woo whoop. So, listen, we got to cut a little short today. I appreciate you guys checking in with me. I'll be back on Wednesday. Same bad time, same bad channel, 9 a.m. to 11. ShawnSierraSports on Sports Zone Chicago. Listen, I had a phenomenal weekend. I hope you did too. Okay, if you wanted to see what I did, just go to my Facebook page, the stories. All right. But I hope you guys have a phenomenal day, a phenomenal week, the start of the week. All right, start of the week. Let your loved ones know you love them because tomorrow is promised to no one. All right. Make lunch, brunch, dinner. Doesn't matter. Breakfast, happy hour. Make plans with your people because, man, time moves fast. All right? It moves fast. So listen, from everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. 12:15, the Keenan Sid together. Take you on another 2-hour Chicago journey. Okay, and then I'll be back on Wednesday. Okay? So for everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago, you have a phenomenal day. Your boy, the SuperBack. I am out.
Come on, race the race, get